This has been an amazing experience for both of us. Like, I can't thank you enough for, like, being my rock. And I just feel so, like, amazingly confident and excited about me and you.
Okay, I'm going to start with a disclaimer. I personally am someone who, if I feel aggrieved, I feel the need to say something. This is something that I've noticed over a while, and I've always kept quiet because my channel is quite small. I'm not like some of my fellow reviewers who have bigger channels and so have bigger viewership. But if you're going to copy ideas from me, please just, do me the courtesy of just mentioning that you've copied it from me, or just give me a shout out, because there's no need for you to plagiarize. We can all be sort of able to come up with our own ideas and sort of do our own thing. I visit other people's channels just for motivation, and I will never try and poach somebody else's ideas. I think, I'm not saying I'm the sharpest tool in the box, but I try to do my own thing. And if you're motivated by what I do, that's a compliment to me that I am doing something right. As much as my channel is not big as yours, but still, if you're going to copy something, just give me a shout out. Anyway, here we go. Okay, of the reveals, I'm going to rank the reveals. In my opinion, I loved Tom and Maria. They are my couple this season. They are my couple because it's very authentic. It's very original, and it's very endearing to watch their reveal. So I give them number 1. Number 2, I'll give Steven and Sabrina, even though there's the elephant in the room. Number 3, Demi and Ollie. Number 4, Jasmine and Bobby. Number 5, who's that one? Catherine and Freddie. Number 6, Nicole and that man, Sam. I really don't like him, and I don't even know why they allowed him to stay on the show. And what's with the love triangle with the second chances? Are they trying to copy the season 4 thingy from Bliss, Zach, and whatever her name was, that little naughty girl? Anyway, I digress. Hey there, thanks for stopping by. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Click the like button, turn on the notification bell for when I upload new videos, and definitely leave a comment. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Love is Blind UK, Season 1, Episode 4. So we get a conclusion of the Natasha and Tom sort of date. And I remember I'd made a mistake. Thanks, Jordan, for correcting me, because Natasha apparently is the one who lost 5 stone. So obviously she's coming with body image issues. And I think she has a couple of insecurities as well in that regard. So they have this conversation with Tom, and Tom is saying there is a connection there. We can't deny that. But there is also this part of it that's missing, which is the sexual aspect of it. And I want someone who I'm connected to holistically, not just, one aspect to say, oh, we think alike or we have the same values. I want somewhere where we align on everything. That way I know that there is a future with this. Because if you look at what we have, do you see a marriage there? And she couldn't answer that. Because as much as she feels it, he doesn't feel it. And I would rather somebody be honest with me and tell me that, sadly, as much as I like you, as much as we share the same sort of values and beliefs, there is this part of us that's missing. And I can't reconcile that. If you can't reconcile it, then fine. I'd rather you tell me. Don't waste my time saying, okay, we'll try and reconcile it in future. And then in future, it doesn't work out. And I've wasted my time. I've developed stronger feelings for you. I'm now in this very vulnerable place. So I give him credit for that. Yeah, I think she would have wanted to keep going. I think that's the impression she was giving, that, well, I don't think this should be the end of it. No, I think she needs to end it with him. Sadly, we don't know who her second option was. I don't know whether she'd shut off everybody else and was left with Tom as her only sort of viable connection. Because it ain't it. You don't need to beg someone to be your partner. If it's not working, it's okay. You can move on and hopefully you'll find your person. So I have a feeling we're going to see them again together. I have a feeling when we have that couples mixer, she's going to be there. When they come back from their holiday and they have the couples mixer, she's going to be there. And I hope it doesn't turn into a situation whereby it's now a love triangle. We don't need any of that on Love is Blind UK, please. We really don't. Yeah, she went to the girls' room and she was crying, and Maria tried to find out what was going on. But they sort of isolated Maria and kept Maria to one side and had her with the other girls. She was there with Demi and Jasmine, and I don't know the other girls. And they were sort of trying to comfort her. And she was saying, she's never had such strong feelings for anyone. And for me, I would look at it this way. I would say, at least I know I'm capable of loving someone. I'm capable of finding love in someone, and I now know how it feels when you care for someone. So in future, if I cannot get that, then the relationship ain't it for me. Tom, when he went to the guy's room, yeah, he was upset because he had to break bad news to someone. But at the same time, I give him credit for not, continuing that relationship like some people like Sam, just for the sake of being on TV. So I give him credit for that. I'm happy that Maria is now his only sort of option, because I think he has a way better connection with Maria. That's just me. Just a question. Are they allowed to say at the reveal timeout? Are they allowed to say that? Because the look on Nicole's face when she saw Sam and the look on Sam's face, Sam had to readjust because he knew that if he did anything wrong or said anything wrong, then it would be seen as being racist. That's my opinion, and I'm going to stick to it because of the fact that he said, okay, yeah, I can work with this. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. And it's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? She is a stunning girl. She's very beautiful. And for him to ask about the color of her eyes and then shout, I think I love you. So many red flags. So many red flags. The fact that he wasn't excited to see her should have been enough for her to turn around and go back. I don't know why she accepted the ring. I think she should have said pause. She should have said pause. For her to wait until she got to confessional and start speaking and saying, I don't know what I got myself into, that's a bit too late. Benaiah tried to warn you, love. He warned you and you wouldn't buy it. And so it makes me question her sort of gut and her ability to read people or listening skills, because I don't mean she's a poor listener, but something should have told her that something is off about this guy. Seriously. Her gut should have told her. Him bragging about himself and saying, all I just want is someone to love me or someone to give me a chance, should have told her there's a lot more going on here than meets the eye, that I don't even need to see this person. I need to X them out. This is even worse than the Andrew situation on season 5. So I don't get why, Nicole didn't pick up all these signals this man was giving her in the pods and waited until at the reveal. And even at the reveal, it was very uncomfortable. It was very awkward. It's one thing if you think, oh, she's too short or she's too fat, but he just doesn't like her. He just doesn't like her. Even on site, it's even worse. And so he's putting on a front so that he can stay on the show and be on the show for as long as possible. But Naya told her this, that he's here for the opportunity to be on TV. I said this from episode 1, that he's there for followers. And here he is. I don't know why the producers don't worry about her safety with this man, because I would be worried. I wouldn't feel safe around him, really. I wouldn't feel safe. So I don't get it and I don't understand it. And I don't know. I really don't know. So Tom goes on his second date. He goes on his second date with Maria. I always felt Maria was a better option for him. Yes, they come from totally different worlds, but I think as a unit, they seem to sort of complement each other and they bring out the best in each other. I love Maria. I think she's stunning. So they went in. I love the fact that she was able to speak and tell him how she feels, really, before he said anything. That way, whether or not he was going to break up with her, he knew how she felt. And so for him to become emotional when she told him she loved him, was amazing. I like that he proposed to her, and I like that he actually brought into the conversation the topic about her dad and the fact that he wished he had been there for her when her dad died and sort of helped her through their transition. It tells me that this man is looking for an actual adult relationship. He's not looking to see, do you have a big butt? Do you have big boobs? No, he's looking for a long-term relationship. The fact that he felt that his life was going to be defined by the places he traveled, the people he met, and now it's going to be defined by the woman that he's with. I think is amazing. I think both can sort of run parallel to one another. He can be with the woman he loves while at the same time learning from different places and different cultures and that sort of thing. So I loved their proposal. I loved that there was no theatrics, there was no Romeo and Juliet, there's no touch the wall here, I'm kneeling down, nothing. He just sat there, proposed, she sat there, accepted his proposal, and they kept it moving. And I loved that. I really loved that. And I really wish them the best, because I think they could be one of the success stories from the season. The good thing about this, Love is Blind UK is the fact that I think the youngest person we've seen is about 26 or 27. So most of these people are mature. It's not like you're having 24, 23-year-olds saying, I want to get married. These are people that have been through life or are going through life and are actually at a stage in life whereby they're thinking, it's time for me to settle down. So I love this for them. I find it interesting. I've really been trying to avoid using I find it interesting, but anyway, here we go. I find it interesting that the last two proposals have actually been with people that are very sort of settled, and they've behaved very maturely in the fact that there hasn't needed to be this fanfare of flowers, chocolates, whatever. No, they've just sat down, had conversations and proposed, and their partners have answered yes, which I really love. The last proposal was Demi and Ollie. Ollie, I'm on the fence with him. I really hope he treats Demi very well, because if he does treat her very well, I think she is going to give him the love that he never expected to find in a partner, because I think she's fully ready to sort of love someone and give herself to someone. So I hope he doesn't focus on the exterior and actually focuses on the interior that he's got to know. Yeah, he wrote her a poem. It was so sweet. I really loved it. I felt it was endearing for me. It was endearing. And then he proposed. She said yes. I loved it. What I also find interesting is that in the lounge, it seems they get along with everyone, because a lot of the girls were hyping up Demi before she went for her proposal. For Ollie, you had the guys sort of making sure that he looked amazing. They were straightening out his shirt and stuff. So there seem to be people that sort of are able to get along with other people, and I hope when they come together as a unit, I really hope they get on very well. I feel like they should have been the couple that should have been shown first as the couple that will make it to the end, but I think the producers wanted the drama because of the love triangles with them and with Tom and Maria. I think they are the couples that, if I were to predict who could make it to the end, I feel they are the two couples that would make it to the end, because they seem to be very mature and very emotionally intelligent in their conversations. They don't seem to be focused on the exterior, according to all the conversations that they've had with the ladies that they've proposed to. So I really have high hopes, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed for them. First reveal is Tom and Maria. That is a reveal. That is the reaction I expected to see from Sam when he saw Nicole. That is how you want your man to behave when he sees you. His excitement. He was like a little kid in a candy store. And the fact that she had said she was going to wear a red dress with gold sandals and red lipstick, and she had that man covered in red lipstick and kept trying to rub it off, and the more she tried to rub it off, the more it went all over the place, and he wasn't even bothered. He kept going in for more. I loved that reveal. I understand now what he meant when he said to Natasha, I don't feel like, I feel like there's something missing, whereas with his other connection, it was there. And you could see it with Maria. The moment they saw each other, it was as though they were two people that already knew one another. It was as though, it wasn't them saying, oh, it's strange to connect your voice to your face or whatever. No, they just kept we finished our conversation, or we stopped here. Let's pick up, let's keep going. And so it was amazing. I think this is one of the best reveals that I've seen in all the Love is Blind that I've seen. Be it Love is Blind USA or this Love is Blind, in the sense that the only other thing that stood out was Gareth and Diana, but they were very goofy, whereas this was very emotional, very mature, very sexual, very sensual. The fact that he complimented her boobs and she wasn't offended by it, she actually said, it's just for you. This was amazing. I loved this reveal. You can tell how excited I was. Oh my God, I loved it. And I have hope for them. I think, as I said before, they are one of my couples that I have hope for, that they will work as long as they continue to put in the work. And the fact that they are not just looking at today, but they're already discussing the future. Oh my God, they got me. Demi and Ollie's reveal was cute. It was cute, but it was not Tom and Maria cute. But it was cute. It was one of the better reveals. I think if I were to rank the 5 reveals, what would I say? I would give number 1 to Tom and Maria, number 2 to Demi and Ollie, number 3 to Catherine and Freddie, number 4 to Bobby and Jasmine, and then number 5 to Nicole and Sam. Nicole and Sam should not have been shortlisted. They should have given us somebody else. As much as I love Nicole, as much as I love representation, I hate to see her struggle through this, because this is going to be a struggle relationship. I love the fact that Ollie, well, he was very appreciative and he was very complimentary of Demi, which was good, because she had already told him that, her male friends see her as one of the guys. And so he was concerned that, is she too tomboyish? What is it about her that they see as one of their mates? And so for him to see her and to make her feel valued and appreciated and sexy was amazing, because she was coming in with body image issues as well, because she was saying, I always dress like a tomboy. So because I'm either going to football, I'm going to boxing. So I hope he likes me. Plus I like to eat. And so the fact that he loved her with her curves and her size was amazing. I love that for them. And so I'm so happy. This is our final reveal. And now the couples go on holiday. Oh my God, I actually forgot a couple. Wow, how could I do that? I actually forgot Stephen and Sabrina, because we have 6 engaged couples. And they're going to go for Greece. Oh my God, I want to go to Greece. It's on my bucket list and I will go. At some point, I just need to sort out my finances. So we have 6 engaged couples and only 5 of the 6, well, that we know of, because normally on Love is Blind, you get more than the 5 that you see that are engaged, and then the producers actually weave out which ones they think are the ones that are worth telling. So in this situation, we have Freddie and Catherine, Ollie and Demi, Sabrina and Stephen, Nicole and Sam, Tom and Maria, and Demi. Did I say Demi and Ollie? I think I missed out Demi and Ollie. So that makes 6 couples. So all the couples go outside of Nicole and Sam. According to Nicole, she says that something felt wrong after the engagement. They're not going to Greece because one of the telltale signs was the fact that he put the ring on the wrong finger, and he didn't even notice that he had put the ring on the wrong finger. And it's like, make it make sense. You should have seen this way day 1, day 2. You should have cut him out of your list of people. I don't know why the producers decided to continue to let you continue on this thing, knowing that this man is not safe. This man is just here for the gram. Anyway, when you switch over to Sam, he is saying, he felt when the doors closed that something wasn't right. And it's like, you knew that something was wrong the minute the doors opened and you saw this petite little black woman. That's when you should have asked them to shut the doors and you should have turned around and walked away. But you wanted to be on TV and you made it about yourself instead of the woman standing in front of you. So for you to suddenly think of Behanaya, what happened? What happened in order for you to realize that maybe Behanaya was the best match for her, when you didn't think about that all the time you were courting her and you're telling her everything she wanted to hear? Make that make sense? On the bright side, I'm happy that they didn't go through to go to Greece, because it would have been Ox galore. It would have really been Ox galore. So I'm happy that she chose not to go with him, and he is staying. He gets to be on Netflix. He gets to get the followers. He gets to get the attention that he wanted. But hopefully that's the last that they see of each other. So with the couples, well, with Catherine and Freddie, Catherine is going to be a problem. Catherine is going to be the Mika of her season, in the sense that she's going to be chasing after Ollie, because she's on this, she's gone to Greece with Freddie. She's enjoying herself. Freddie's telling her all the things you want to hear, someone in love, someone telling you, I love you, I value you, I'm so happy to be here with you. And she's like, oh, okay, yeah. And it's like, make it make sense. Do you like this guy or do you not? Or did you just accept his proposal so that you could see the person who rejected you? And so apparently the next day there's going to be a mixer for all the couples. And you have Catherine saying, oh, I'm worried about meeting Ollie because I think there was no closure, because I think he wasn't prepared for me to break up with him. And it's like, well, if you had given him a few more seconds, he was going to break up before you spoke. He was going to break up with you. So you don't need to worry about giving him closure. He's with, he's with Demi. They're happy. Allow them to enjoy themselves. We don't need this storyline of an ex chasing after another ex. We've already seen this with Gareth and what's her name, Mallory. We've seen this with Baptiste and whoever he was in a Raven. So we really don't need to see this again, please. Anyway, she then goes to bed. She's ecstatic the moment she sees what, Freddie's body looks like. She said she didn't expect him to look like that. And she's amazed that, he's really jacked and stuff. And it's like, wow, she can't wait. She's going to have a great night. Bobby and Jasmine, they're ecstatic to see one another. Bobby's really excited. He's attracted to his wife. And so he's, not wife, his fiance. So he can't wait, They do go to bed, they're ecstatic. But Jasmine says something that makes me question, because he asked her, did I meet your expectations? And she said, well, I didn't have any expectations of what you would look like. So I was ready for anything, and seeing you, I was ready for that. She then says in her confessional, well, I'm used to the rugged boys. So she's used to bad boys, and suddenly she's going to settle with this choir boy. Make that make sense? I am not buying that, but hey, it is what it is. We then have my favorites this season, Tom and Maria. Tom and Maria are cute. Tom and Maria are really cute. I love them. I love their sense of humor. I love the fact that, Tom is making light of everything and is really ecstatic that he's managed to catch himself such an amazing looking woman. They're making out. And I like the fact that they can laugh at the situation. They're not always serious about everything. They can laugh about what's happening in front of them and just, continue with life as is. They had their little sort of picnic on the bed where they were having fruit and chocolate. And then Maria was saying, I'm tired, I want to go to sleep. And he sort of implied it's going to be a long night. And it's like, seriously, this man, somebody hold him down. Maria even said, I didn't expect his sense of humor to be this amazing. So because if someone had told me you're dating a 38-year-old man, I would have been like, oh no, I have to walk fast. But the idea of him and the fact that he doesn't behave like a 38-year-old man, I'm ecstatic. I love them. I love where they are. I love how they complement each other. I think they are the couple I have high hopes for. That's far. They are the couple I have high hopes for. They are in a totally different sphere when you compare them to people like Sabrina and Steven. Because Sabrina and Steven, for me, they look happy. They seem to complement one another. They have a large elephant in the room, as far as I'm concerned. I know. I was speaking to someone. Who was it? Was it Jordan or Kim in the comments who was saying that she's agreed to surrogacy or adoption, but this man wants a biological child. This man is in his 30s, and so the idea that he's willing to wait until she's good and ready, I don't know about that. He's already 37. How long? 4 years. He'll be 41. I've said this before. Yeah, they seem excited to be around one another, but I think before they say yes, they need to resolve this. They need to have this down packed and really know where they stand in regards to that situation. That way there is no bad blood, or that way they don't end up divorced. Wow, it seems everybody was doing the naughty stuff. It seems everyone was doing the naughty stuff, but Ollie and Demi. Well, she says she'd rather be patient. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon, which I get. There's body image issues. Yes, he's telling her what she wants to hear, but she needs to make sure that he is telling her the truth, and it's not just him just telling her what he feels she needs to hear or what he feels will be okay on camera. So I give her credit for not rushing through that. Everybody else seems to have done the nasty. With my favorites, Tom and Maria, well, Tom says that, he's hoping to pursue that over the next couple of days. And it's like, even if they did it, I don't think they're the type that would tell anyone. I don't think so. I think they'll just keep it to themselves, and they'll just keep it moving, and they'll, no one would be the wiser, because obviously, there is her family to consider. They might not want her talking about her sex life on TV. So that was cute. Everybody had their own little activities that they were doing. And At the moment, things are okay. I think my only worry is for Freddie and Demi. As I said before, I wish they had matched together because they are amazing partners. But sadly, I'm worried about Ollie and Catherine because I don't think they are the right people for them. I might be wrong, so we'll see what happens over the next couple of episodes. We have Nicole in a coffee shop having a meetup with Behanaya because she's saying she feels he's the person for her. And it's like, where was this feeling when you accepted a proposal from somebody else? Where was it? Even Jasmine was telling, Bobby that she's worried for Nicole because she doesn't think Sam is there for the right reasons. Bobby, on his part, is worried that Sam is not there for the right reasons. She thinks he's more superficial because of the comments that he was making. So I give her credit for sort of changing her mind, but I don't think she should have brought Benaya like this because now people are always going to see him as a backup option, which I don't like for him or anyone else. And so I wish she had the foresight to sort of take into consideration what everybody else was trying to tell her. I wish she had listened to the alarms that were being raised by everybody else around her that this man is not here for the right reasons. Because now, even if she's happy with Benaya, there will always be doubt in him that what is it that about me that you didn't like that you suddenly like? Am I a backup option? What is it? Make it make sense. So I don't know. I can't wait for the next episodes to be released. They will be released, I think, sometime next week. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and click the link in my video to watch my review from episode 3. Bye guys.